Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are doing good. In last session, we have seen multi-class classification and then we tried to use SDA maximum entropy trainer for multi-class classification, and then we realized the accuracy was drastically degraded. Yeah, and then I left that session and then placed this was uh, the file which we worked in the last session. And at last, if I move, then you can see here this accuracy reduced a lot. That was surprising, and then I commit to you in the next session we will dig it down what went wrong, why this accuracy is too low for our multi-class classification, because our data set is good and then the training we already done in the right order. So let's figure it out. In this session we will talk more in detail what mistake we did in the last session and then how to recover it. And then in this session only we will try to understand what are the evaluation matrices for multi-class classification, where we have micro accuracy, macro accuracy, loss, log loss. So we will try to understand these all terms in this session. So keep continue watching. If you are new and you are watching this video first time, my humble request to you, please refer roadmap where I recorded clean guidelines where you have proper roadmap. How do you start from the beginning to this topic? If you already know multi-class classification and you're using ML.NET, I'm happy to have you in this session. And let's continue this, guys. And so I will turn off my video. Okay, let's execute this again and try to understand. So the whole code is executed. Now you can see the complete execution done, where we have data contract, and then we load the data in the text, this ML context class, and then we prepare the pipeline, provide the training, and then testing, evaluating it, and printing the matrix. And this is the result. Let's see where we made mistakes. Guys, this is important to you as well when you start building or you already building your machine learning, classic machine learning models. You need to pay attention on certain topics. So where we need to pay attention on the certain topics are, first thing, look at in your data set. Is your data set structured or not? The data set should be structured. Is there any columns which contains text data? If yes, then remove that. Or how to remove? You don't need to remove the column, and you need to provide the feature engineering, which is called one-hot encoding, that we already did here. Yeah, one-hot encoding. For the one-hot encoding, we can transform our text data into numerical data based on the category. If your data sets range in the numeric columns are very low and higher, there is a deviation in the range, then use scaling. So you can use the scaling of those columns. These are the terms what you can do for the pipelining when you prepare the pipelining. Once your pipeline is ready, then just use the data set for training and testing, and this up to you what proportion of ratio you wanted to use for training and then testing. So as you can see in this line, this is, let's say, 20% we keep data for testing and 80% data we utilize for the training. So it's up to you based on your demand. Once you've done this means you already done your job. So what next you need prediction. Then you predict the model. Once your model predictions done and you are satisfied with the prediction, with the results, then you can deploy that model. How to deploy machine learning model? This session already recorded. I will share the link of that video as well, where you can see. Or let's look together. Go to my channel, and then you can see the video which I already recorded during regression topics. During regression, I recorded that video. How do you save the model? This one, ML in ASP.NET Web API. Guys, you can refer this. This is the complete session where I explain how do you use. Okay, yeah. So this was the session. You can use it for the utilizing. This is called inference. So how I will explain in next classes, next sessions as well. But let's try to understand here what mistake we made in this training. So let's understand what mistake we made. The problem that I from the beginning we need to figure it out. What could be the problem? So the player ID is fine because this will not add any value in our model training. So that's why we remove the player ID during the training. Yeah, here you can see the drop columns, and then all the strings needs to be converted into one hot encoding categorical column, and then numeric columns we keep as it is. So all the strings are already there, but numerical. Got it. That's the problem, guys. Here you can see age, playtime, hours, in-game purchase, average. Can you see game in purchase, age? This one is okay. In-game, okay. Game difficulty is string fine. Session per week was not added. Oh my god, this is the bigger challenge, guys. You can see session per week, that's the deciding factor for your pipeline. So this minor mistakes can create bigger deviation. Can you see the problem happened in our result? So let's use this. Okay, now you can see everything else is okay. Session per week was missing in our training. Definitely this would be the deciding factor based on our data set. So you have to look, and this is important for you. Is there anything that is missed out during training that may create a trouble? Yeah, that may create a trouble. So please pay attention on that. Okay, and rest of thing I think it seems fine because here everything is okay, and we use light GVM. Maybe we can use our SDCA. Yeah, SDCA maximum entropy. We can use this. Pages, it's up to you should know this when you use SDCA, when you use light GVM. This is pretty clear. Uh, I already explained in the previous sessions when we talked about linear, non-linear. So this is based on your data set, what kind of data set you do have. If your data set is linear, then no use, to add more load on your trainer. So then SDCA is a super fit for the linear data set. If your data set belongs to non-linearity, or there is a many ups and downs in your data set, then you may go for binary tree kind of searching. And for those tree level searching, you have many trainers. We already talked about those trainers, and I will give you the reference of those trainers. You can see over here multi-class classification. There are linear and non-linears. Yeah, so you can use those. Light GVM is a one of it, and then we use a SDCA non-calib. Okay, SDCA maximum entropy we use. We can also use SDCA non-calibrated multi-class trainer. We'll see later on. So let's execute this and try to see what is there any improvement in our model performance. Let's have a look together. All right, here what you can see, the performance is improved. Earlier it was 56, now it is 72, means more than 70% accuracy we received. Right, this is good improvement, but 70% is not enough. Yeah, so what we need now, this is the terms to you, and you are already being expert in the classic machine learning algorithms, where you know where and when use the right trainer for your model. So in this case, you can start using another trainer. Let's try it out. Yeah, what the response for another trainer, because my performance of my this trainer is only 70 or 72%. That's not too much. Yeah, that's good as compared to previous, but not good. Previous, there was a mistake. The mistake was in this pipelining. When we create a pipeline, we missed out one column, and due to this, the column was session per week is missed out. Due to this, we ran into the problem. Okay, look, we can try it out. Let's see. Try to use light GVM. Yeah, let's see what happened if we use the light GVM. Yeah, this is called tree level searching. Now the model will utilize the tree level searching, yeah, tree concept for our training based on the data. Let's see. So if there is non-linearity in our data, light GVM would be fit, and this may give better result as compared to our SDCA. Yeah, let's have a look together. So it takes slightly more time as compared to SDCA for the training, and then we will see the prediction. Let's see what is the performance. Yes, that's really nice. So now our model accuracy is 91%. So can you see, guys, this is the real difference. So you should not trust only on the one trainer. You should try it out another trainers as well, because you know the different trainers available. Then why not you utilize the why not you take the leverage of those trainers? So this is up to you based on your data set. You should try it out several trainers and pick right one for your data set. Now the term, we, as I promised you earlier, then we need to understand the matrices. What is micro accuracy? What is macro accuracy? What's a log loss here? So as you know, for previous sessions where you know binary classification, in the binary classification, this matrix was not available because there was only two classes concept. Either your data set, either your output landed into one class or another class, but here we have multi-class concept. So the micro accuracy is, let's try to understand this in a better way, so we can understand a more conceptual and practical way. For this, I find best one of the good blog, and let me share to you. Here is a graphical presentation. What is micro versus macro? This is averaging, guys, because macro accuracy means the model calculate each class performance. You know, precision, recall, F1 score from the previous session. If you don't know, please refer to binary classification session. It's so macro accuracy is calculate each class performance individually and then take a mean. Averaging means take a mean of that. So that gives the equal weightage to each class. That's perfectly fine. So it is shown here. This is macro accuracy, and micro accuracy is more about, we want to know from our model that overall the performance, which is called weightage. Yeah, the overall model performance, this aggregate of. So here it will have combine all true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative, and then with all the values. Yeah, here you can see this is a beautiful explanation is given. Your model, you have several classes. You have four classes, A, B, C, D, and then A classes, how many true positive was predicted, how many false was predicted, means how many true and how many negative was predicted. Once this prediction is done, so for the macro level, what you can do, you need to calculate the recall and precision for individual class wise. So class wise recall and precision calculated, and then overall averaging will given to us. This is called mean, means averaging of all the classes for the precision and recall. Similarly, this is very good explanation, so you can read it out this blog, and then I find very helpful this blog, guys. So you can read it for your time. It will take a lot of time if I try to explain you the mathematical concept. So I would like to avoid to give you the mathematical concept, because you are already a senior developer. You know, if you don't know the mathematical concept, then there are statics concepts is there. So please refer those concepts and try to build your knowledge. What are the statistics theorems and what calculation was there. So in my session, I will not give you heavy math session. I will give you the understanding how, when you use this, what industry problem you can solve if you are using these uh, concepts. Yeah, so that was my aim, to give you the understanding. If you have a concerns, if you're confused where to use, how to start, then provide you the neat and clean guidelines. Yeah, so which is good for your career here. This is the this link I will copy. This link, guys, I will add this link here in this session, so you can refer this whenever you want. Yeah, let me give this to you. So thank you. Here we need to understand one more matrix is called, so micro and macro is clear. One is log loss. This is called entropy, cross entropy. Can you see here in the model? Okay, this is at JVM, but it's fine. This is called cross entropy. Cross entropy means what? That is that is again one important matrix you need to understand. This is how much this is, because what, it's about the probability. So the multi-class classification give you the probability of classes, whether your data, the output belongs to class A, class B, or class C, and then the probability of, yeah, what is the level of probability. So this cross entropy is punishing and rewarding. So it's penalizing and rewarding. So this, the model, when you use a cross entropy, try to penalize the maximum errors. So here you can see 34%. 34. This means as much as 0 is best, means model did better job. It's penalize almost errors, and 1 is worst. So this is good. It's not bad. 30. This means 66% penalizes happen by the model. Then that's the reason its accuracy, micro and micro accuracy, is good for us. 91% is good accuracy. So if you want to understand more in detail, then you can search cross entropy in classification. Yeah, you can read it out, those blocks, guys. These are the mathematical concepts. As I promise you, I will not give you heavy maths fundamentals or math theorems. I will not teach you those in my sessions. My objective is for all the .NET developers. I will give you the sessions, and based on my sessions, you should understand the industry trend, industry pattern, and how you can build the classic machine learning models. So guys, this is what till now, this is the last concept in the supervised machine learning. In this session, this is the last session, guys, for supervised machine learning. Supervised machine learning is a branch of classic machine learning, where we provide structured data set to the model. Structured means you know your columns that we did till now, and then you know the kind of data, what kind of data is there. You prepare the pipeline, provide the neat and clean data, put the labels on the data set, and then provide to the model, and model will use it, and your model will perform the training and then give you the prediction. So this is all about supervised machine learning, where you already train the model and then ask the output, yeah, ask the prediction. So this is theory and practical, what we have seen in several videos. More than 30 videos I recorded for this supervised machine learning. In this next session, we will move to unsupervised machine learning. So in next session, see you for unsupervised machine learning. Till then, continue your practice. If you stay with this channel, continue your practice in the machine learning.net, I will promise you. The promise is you will definitely change your knowledge, the level of knowledge in next 6 months, because as soon as you finish unsupervised machine learning, we will move to deep learning, and then after that generative AI, and then we start building industry applications. Yeah, the right now in the industry, Gen AI applications, agents, AI agents, agentic AI, we will build all of them in this channel only. Continue. If you or your friends are interested to learn more in the machine learning and you belongs to .NET, then you can refer my channel. If you like my videos, please refer and subscribe. I will continue record further sessions on this channel. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, nice weekend.